Hi, this is Tony. Welcome to Cooking Around. Today we're going to make a nice soup. We're going to make a corn soup. So we have a lot of goodies on here. I'll show you what goes into the pot as we go along. Now with corn, I'm using corn directly out of the can, for it's basically already softened and ready to go into the soup. If you're going to be using corn right off the cob or raw corn, then I would suggest that you boil it for about 10-15 minutes or until it gets soft. Now one thing about the corn in the can, there is water in there, and because this is sweet corn, the water becomes very sweet. So if you don't want the soup that sweet, I suggest that you drain out this water, just add regular water. As for me, I like the sweetness of the soup, so I use the water there. But if you want half and half, just drain one and just use the other. Well, let's get going. And here we go. We have our pot. It's on medium. Add about 2 tablespoons of oil, any kind of oil, regular oil, sunflower oil, or olive oil. And we take about 3/4 of a cup of diced carrots. Put that in there. And we move that around and let that cook for about 2 to 3 minutes until they're a little bit softened. And then we add about 1.5 cups of chopped cabbage. And move that all around, making sure that all the oil is even with our vegetables. And we just basically cook that until it reaches about medium softness. And now we add about 1 teaspoon, and I say about 1/3 of salt. Our famous fresh ground pepper. You guys know me, I like a lot of pepper. And about 1 tablespoon of lemon. Put my hands there, and measure about 1 tablespoon. That will give it the pizzazz that we want. If you could just smell that now, it is absolutely awesome. And now we add about 1 tablespoon of flour, basically any kind of flour. I'm using the potato flour here though. And stir that around. Get that well mixed. And then 1 large tomato, diced. And 2 cans of sweet corn. I did not drain because I like the water. 1 and 2. And we stir that all around. Oh, look at that. Awesome. Look at that. Look at that coming through here. And not last yet, but some plain water. I would say about 1/2 inch above the vegetable line. Just like that. Give that a nice stir. And now, cover, bring to the boil. Okay, now you can see that it's reached the boil. And what we do is we just give it a nice little stir. Look how nice that's look. It's coming really great. And we reduce the heat to medium-low. Cover again. And let that cook anywhere from 30 to 35 minutes. And I'll see you at that time. Bye now. Okay, and we're back. And you can see that it's on low heat. It's been boiling for about 30 minutes. I turn off the heat. I take off the top. And now get yourself a bowl. Get yourself with these fancy spoons here. And just take some of the corn and the liquid into your bowl and some of the cabbage. try to get more corn than anything else. I would say about that much, which is about, say what, 4 cups. And now we're going to let this cool, and we take our vegetables that we took from in there. Now, if you want it to be a little bit more thicker, put more vegetables. You want it to be less of a thick soup, add less. To me, this is the right consistency that I want. So I pour that one in. And we liquefy it. And we're back. We take our soup and we take the mixture that we had grinded and we pour that all into the soup. That gives the soup a nice richness and a creamy taste. And we stir that all around. Look how that's coming out. Isn't that looking beautiful there? Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Now, what we do, I add about 1/4 cup of chopped parsley. You can add any kind of parsley you want. I happen to like Orlando. It's my favorite. And about 1 tablespoon of thyme. And if you want it to have more of an Indian taste, I would add cumin to this. You can add oregano, you can add basil, you can add anything to it that keeps you happy. So, look how that's turning out. Isn't that beautiful? So now, we cover it. Make sure the heat's on medium-low. And we're going to let that go for about another 15 minutes. And we're done. It's been 15 minutes. Take off the top. Give it one nice, gentle stir. How does that look? Doesn't that look awesome? And now, what's very, very important, one of the most important things is to taste and create it exactly the way you like it, not the way I like it. So, we're going to take some of this delicious corn soup here, and to me, it requires just a little bit more lemon and just a little pinch of salt. And stir it around. Turn off the heat. And one thing I like about this soup, if you make it today and you serve it tomorrow, it tastes even better. With this particular type of soup, it is really, really 100% awesome the next day. But I am so hungry, I have to eat a bowl now. And we're back. Here we are with our corn soup. Lots of vegetables in there, very filling, and I know it's very delicious. So here we are again with our famous worldwide taste test. Now, if you notice on top of here, I have some sweet red peppers. I like to dice them up and just sprinkle them on top. I don't know, just gives a little pizzazz that I like, but you don't have to do that. So, here's our soup. Awesome, very filling. Lots of corn, lots of carrots. Just look at that. It's absolutely delicious. And the smell is awesome. So, let's taste it now. And here we go. You know, that is really good. The crunchiness of the sweet peppers that I put on top, the carrots, the corn, parsley, everything blends really nice together. Let's try it one more time just to make sure. That is absolutely perfect. Well, I don't have any wine at this point or beer because there's a bad rainstorm out there and I couldn't make it to the store. So I want to say thank you very much for being with me. And I hope to see you guys again on my next cooking recipe. And please do not forget to subscribe me. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.